What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the Ballers Club. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. BallOrFall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy is blessed beyond. Listen, man, I want to go ahead and get straight into the video. As y'all know, I've really enjoyed just getting straight into it these past couple videos, weeks, whatever the case may be. So today's topic: understanding your value. And I really want to talk about this today because I feel like it's so important. And at the same time, on the opposite side of that, we don't realize how important this really holds in our life. And to go ahead and get straight into it, what I want to really start off by saying is understanding your value is honestly like the key to our lives. And why do I say this? I say this because when we're going through life, when we're going through certain situations in life, or when we're not achieving the things that we want to achieve in our lives yet, understanding our value is probably one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. It's one of the most important things that we can, really go through. And the reason why I say this is because not understanding your value can lead you down a world of things that you don't want for yourself. But at the same time, understanding your value can do just the opposite of that and have you getting and gaining everything you want out of life. So for an example, let's just say like if you're somebody that does not understand your value, you may be hanging out with the wrong friends. You may be doing the wrong things. You may be, just going through life and not really living up to your potential. I guess in a sense we can talk about understanding your value is also understanding your potential, but I really don't like saying potential too much because potential is something that we haven't tapped in yet. But a lot of times we have the choice to tap into these things. So that's why I said like I kind of want to keep those two separate. But like I said, understanding your value, it will have you in all the right places if you move the right way. If I know that I'm somebody that is trying to achieve this goal, understanding my value may be, okay, I can't go party every single weekend of this month because I understand my value. My value is a little bit higher than that. My value is, staying at home, getting the work done. That way I can provide for my family. Staying home and getting the work done so that the business is handled. Whatever the case may be, like understanding your value is such a key and important thing that we have to learn and really make sure that we're doing. Because like I said, on the flip side of that, not understanding your value, if I'm hanging out with the wrong friends, I can be just by not understanding my value alone, I can just think about the track and the pattern that it can take you down. Not understanding my value, I end up hanging around the wrong friends. These friends do nothing that align with my goals. I'm trying to wake up in the morning, they're trying to go party every night. I'm trying to eat healthy, they're trying to go out and drink and eat, junk food all day. I'm trying to work on my body. They're trying to, like I said, go drink and eat the wrong foods and things like that. So just that alone already takes me off of my goal. But if I understand my value, if I understand the value that, like let's say I'm an athlete. If I understand the value that I hold to my team, I'm not gonna put myself in positions to where I can't be there for my team. If I understand the value that I have and that I hold as a parent of a family, I'm not gonna put myself in position to be taken away from my kids. If I understand the value that I hold within my company, I'm not gonna put myself in the position to where I can be locked up or arrested for doing the wrong things with my company's money or just anything like that. And I know that these examples may be a little weird or extreme at some points, but I just say these things because, like I said, understanding our value, or the opposite end of that, not understanding our value, can have us so far from the things that we're really trying to achieve. And just like in one of the last videos that I said, the proverb from the 12 Universal Laws of Success, it said the chains of habit are generally too small to be felt or too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. If I don't understand my value, and I'm, like I said, the track pattern that this can take us down. If I don't understand my value and I'm hanging out with this bad set of friends, this bad set of friends may have me drinking, smoking, just doing all the wrong things, for my path. It's not to say that you can't drink. It's not to say that you can't smoke. But like I said, like I always say, too much of anything is not great for you. But if you're smoking and drinking and you're trying to go get whatever it is that you're trying to attain, you're not in the right headspace. You're not sober, whatever the case may be. And that alone takes you, one step off of your course. So let's say that leads me to, not waking up on time. You feel me? Everything is a trap pattern. Everything is a, like a cause and effect. So I'm hanging out with the wrong friends. We're doing the wrong things. This now leads me to waking up not on time. This now leads me to get into my job late. This now leads me to arriving to certain places late. Then I get fired from my job. Whatever the case may be, like all these things come into play, but it all happened as a start from not understanding your value. And when we understand our value, like I said, it'll come naturally. We will naturally do the right things for that specific situation when we understand our value. When I understand, like I said, when I understand my value as a father, obviously I'm not a father, but if I was a father, if I understood my value as a father, I'm not going to put myself in positions to where I can be taken away from my kids. If I understand my value as a teammate, I'm not going to put myself in position to do anything that can get me kicked off of the team. I'm not going to do anything that can potentially get me suspended from a game, whatever the case may be. So understanding my value will save me from the things that I inevitably don't want to happen. So I just say all these things, and I just really want to make sure that I, get this point across to us, because when we understand our value, generally a lot of times the right things start to follow behind that. If I understand that, you feel me, my value as a provider within my family, I'm going to continue to be in the right places at the right time, and I'm going to be the right person because I understand the value that I hold to providing for my family. And I don't want to continue to say all these different examples, but I just really want to make sure that I get that point across by, we have to understand our value. And like I said previously, many times before, the opposite end of that, not understanding our value, can have us so off course. Not understanding our value can have us in the wrong rooms as opposed to the right rooms. Not understanding our values can lead us down our own path of destruction. So you feel me? At the end of the day, just understand your value. Really look at the value that you hold, or the value that you could hold. You feel me? Now we can kind of get into potential, but understand the value that you could hold. If I was in this position, I would have this value. It's almost like I don't know how many Spider-Man fans it is. Y'all see the spider web on my arm. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. That's literally my favorite superhero. And with great power comes great responsibility. It's something that Uncle Ben told Spider-Man, you feel me, before he became Spider-Man. And that literally falls into the same category of understanding your value. With great power comes great responsibility. If I have the power of being the provider for my family, if I have the power of being in this position, being the boss of my company, if I have the power of being the quarterback of my football team, whatever the power I have, it comes with great responsibility. I can't be in the headlines. I can't be, doing the wrong things behind closed doors and possibly putting myself in position to be considered a fraud. I can't be doing the wrong things, in whatever case it may be, just in life general, because they may set me up to not be who I said I wanted to be, or not who I portrayed I was. That's why you have to have great character. That's why you have to have great integrity. All these things start to fall into the same bucket of, with great power comes great responsibility, but at the same time, just understanding your value. If I understand my value as a superhero, I have to make sure that I'm always around to be that person that comes to save the day. Just imagine if your favorite superhero was a drunk, and they missed, and they couldn't save half the lives that they saved. Half the people that they could have saved died because they were drunk. Think about that. You would be like, why does he have all this power? Why does she have all this power if she's not going to do anything with it? Understanding your value. So I just say all these things. I really wanted to make sure that I got this point across, because like I said, understanding our value will always play to our benefit. Understanding our value will really help us achieve the things that we want out of life, because it will naturally make us do certain things. It will naturally have us putting ourselves in position to be in the right rooms. It will naturally having us put ourselves in position to be around the right people as opposed to the wrong people. So man, like I said, I just hit the 10-minute mark. I don't really want to make this video too long because I mean the point is simple today. I just wanted, you know, I gave, you know, multiple examples of, you know, not understanding your value and then understanding your value. So I hope that y'all are able to understand this. As always, y'all know it's your boy BallOrFallBird. I appreciate y'all for coming to the Ballers Club today. If you're not a part of the BallOrFall family yet, man, please come join the family, man. Like, we do live streams every night on Twitch, which I will start linking in the descriptions. I will start to, you know, make that more public for us to, for you all to join, because we go in there, we have great conversation, we have fun. Like I said before, like me personally, I'm not the person that's always, you know, 24/7 locked in on one single goal. Like, I like to have fun. Like, I'm human. And I want everyone in the BallOrFall family to understand that it's okay to be human. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to, you know, still live life. But we can still do that while achieving our purpose. So, like I said, man, informal but formal invitation. Make sure that y'all join the BallOrFall family. Like I said, I will make sure that I start to link the live, the Twitch for us to be able to join the lives every single night. I may start going live on YouTube, whatever the case may be, so we can continue to extend the family, so I can continue to, you know, get a little bit more personal with y'all, so we can talk, whatever the case may be, man. But like I said, join the BallOrFall family, hit a like, leave a comment, let me know whatever it is that you're dealing with, what you may be struggling with, any questions that you want me to answer, or any video topics that you want me to talk about, man. It's your boy BallOrFallBird. I appreciate you coming to the Ballers Club. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. BallOrFall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy is best beyond, man. And I'll see you in the next video.